All right. Hey, guys, welcome back to howtobuycrypto.com. My name is Marco, and we are going to look at the charts today just for a bit. And I'm going to be doing some screen share. And so it looks like I'm dropping some frames here. Hopefully, you guys are not going to see, any skipping or anything while I'm getting going. But hopefully, you guys can see my screen. And let me go ahead and get there. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel here. You're watching it live if you are now. I am seeing some more dropped frames, so hopefully the connection holds up. But thank you to Herman and Elizabeth for the subscription. You could join us on Facebook. You want to be in the conversation. We're talking about correction here. Dale, I mentioned it, when he had posted and talking about, Josh mentioning Elliott Wave. And I just want to mention, I myself don't watch Elliott Wave. It's not an indicator that I like or am comfortable with. So, whatever works for you, all the experts, that's what, what you want to use. But anyhow, if you want to be in the conversation, join us here or, subscribe to the channel here on YouTube. So crypto market cap, 291. Let me go ahead and refresh. And 300. Okay, see, we're already moving back up, which is nuts. That's 10 billion within the time, a few minutes that I open this window and reset. What I did want to show you guys quickly is within 5 hours, 345 billion down to that 290 billion, which is, that's 5 hour move right there, which tells you how much Bitcoin plays on the market, on the whole market. And the dominance is, right around 50%, 56% still in Bitcoin. So, be aware of that, when you're making your trades and, thinking about what the market's doing. Oh, wow. Bitcoin's jumping again, 9,800. It was at 95 when I opened these windows. These are some big swings. I have, just to let you know, I have moved my majority position out of Bitcoin. This is kind of hard to predict right now, but I'm going to show you guys how the charts did give you so much heads up leading into this. Here's the monthly chart on Poloniex, US dollar tether, and I'll show you guys where I was selling and why. And so the monthly give you a 9 after this 13, and it's saying, hey, this month's a good time to pull profit. The month's about to end, tomorrow? And or I don't know actually how many days are in November. And so it's telling you be watching for an out. So where do you look? After the monthly, you go to the weekly, and the weekly again is on a 9, and you have multiple weeks in November. Here you go. You had a big red candle here on the 6th, and the month is a 9. So this was an area that you should have been watching for. The low here on this week was 5,151, and the high was 77770, and I was pulling profit at 7,500. I told you guys about that. And then we walked up here on the weekly to the 9 again, and so after the weekly you say, what day should I be pulling profit? And if you look here, November back here, you had a 13, a red candle here, and a 9 gives you the opportunity to pull profit, which I told you guys I was doing on this day at 7,500. Then boom, you got 1 to 4 day pullback. And in fact, this went multiple, about a week worth of pullback before it reset the count, and we started back up. Again, you got another 9, another opportunity where the charts are telling you the monthly 9, the weekly 9, and then the daily another 9, saying, hey, go ahead and pull some profit. And then again, we have this count up. Now, here we've only made it to a 5. And so, if you're looking, hey, Bitcoin hit 10,000, what should I have done here? Where was the play? To me, it had to do with my fatigue, getting tired at last night at about 1 a.m. and not wanting to watch the charts anymore and being comfortable with the amount of profit that I had made and pulling profit. So, but after the daily, you look down here to the 4 hour, and here, you got a 13 on the 7, and here, so it started on this 9. You get the count all the way up to a 13. So you had 1 9, you could have pulled profit, another 9, you could have pulled profit, and on the 4 hour, here was the final 9 this morning at 6 a.m. To get the the final 9 sell before now. Okay, so we're looking possible another red candle or two before we reset the count. It could reset here in about 2 hours and, go for another climb. But we are seeing on the 4 hour a short pullback. And the weekly still says, the daily still says we may have, 4 more days of upside before, a reverse in the trend. And we'll see how that goes. But here's where I was, guys. At 1 a.m. in the morning on this, I saw a 7 on the 4 hour. I saw a 13 on it, and I said, I don't know if we're going to make it to a 9. We were already at over 10,000. I watched it hit 10,800, and what does this say? 10,750 on Coinbase. Oh, I can show you guys the picture last night that I was looking, and I sold because we hit 10,888, and then boom, it dropped down really fast. And on the downswing, once it got to about 650, I was trying to hit sell, and I couldn't catch it all the way until it hit 10.4, because as you hit, the amount of Bitcoin that you want to sell, the price that you want to sell, and this is the GDAX platform. I was also doing it on Bittrex, on Poloniex, and I have multiple accounts, so this was difficult to catch. And honestly, like I said, I was happy with the profits that I had here, so I was willing to, but this is the highest that I caught on the hour, as I was watching it pull back, and it bounced off of the $10,000 frame. And I'll go back to the indicators and show you, bounced off the 10,000. Okay. Yeah. So anyhow, bounced off the $10,000 level. This says 10, on the, where are we at? 7. So the low was 911. But that was earlier. So here, I think, yeah, that's, what am I looking at? 10,276. But I saw it hit 10,000 again last night. And, so I was like, okay, that was a good place to pull profit. And I went to bed. And obviously, you guys, if you were up this morning and had the chance to pull profit, at over $11,000, congratulations, man. That's awesome. Hopefully, you guys were doing that and had that opportunity. But again, I was, hours into this watching the market, and you had already done, Facebook video, I'd already done YouTube video, and just staring at the screen, my head was hurting so bad from watching the market so closely these last few days. And anyhow, but again, I got a 13, which is a good indication to me that this prior bull cycle was exhausting, and you finally got that 9 and that exhaustion, and going from here, the high was 11,000 down to the low at 8,700. It's incredible. Like, I don't even know, that I can't compare this to anything else. It's insane. So anyhow, I'm happy with what I was able to do. I was at, around 10,400, 10,350 on some of the other exchanges as I was pulling profit, but happy with what we got. And hopefully you guys, again, as well, were able to catch some of that. If you're willing to pull profit, a lot of you are hodlers, and hey, kudos to that. I do some of that myself, and I'm happy, when you guys are able to, think long-term, 2020, guys. And so these are just my shorter-term plays, and, hopefully you guys are learning from this and able to start seeing the market and what it's doing now. As far as what's next, man, this is really hard to call. Okay, obviously the market's starting to bring money back in again. It's 303 billion now. It jumped 3 billion as we were just sitting here talking. And look at this, $10,000. We were at 9.5 when I, opened these windows, probably 15 minutes ago. So anyhow, oh man, my wife's calling me. So anyway, guys, this is hard to tell. Tone was talking about 11 and 12 coming pretty quickly, after 10. Because a lot of the people that already pulled profit did it, and we saw, that big dropout in the market. And so once that happened, we're able to swing back up and bounce. And so I anticipate a little more bounce. I don't want to call out numbers. I don't want you guys to say, hey, why did this happen, or why didn't this happen? Hopefully you guys are able to, watch the charts and be able to know right now. For me, the gains worth, buying in right now is this is indecisive for me. This is no trade for me. The market had a huge up run, and for me, I want to see a little more consolidation or possible, reverse of the trend a little bit longer. And so I get a more clear picture of what to do next. But I'll be filling you in, and hopefully, you guys can get your questions to me, and I can get back to you on that. So anyhow, guys, I'm going to be signing out. You guys let me know. Hit me up on Facebook, on YouTube. Let me know what questions you have, comments, and let your friends know what's happening.